mark that. There we go. All right. Now, there's the question. Oops, I think it's down. Let's see. Find the mean of the frequency distribution and compare the mean to 46.7 miles per hour. So, you pull up your handy dandy Excel spreadsheet. Now, the only reason I'm using the Excel spreadsheet is because it's the most organized way to show it on the screen. You can see my handwriting is not perfect, so I would be all over the place. So I use Excel to kind of make it a little bit neater. Of course, I have to find it first. They hide it from me. Where's Microsoft? It's in here. There we go. And Microsoft Office and Excel. I think I'm going to put it down here where I'll have it. There we go. And that'll pull up, and we'll go ahead, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different than I showed in the second video. I meant the last video when I did the Excel spreadsheet. There you go. Now that's what everybody should be seeing at home. I'm going to spread this out a little bit. I'm going to spread this out a little bit, and I'm going to format all the cells so everybody at home can see this. Border. I want it to be a little bit bold, outside and inside. That's good. And I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. There we go. And we'll also go ahead and do it in the middle. And the font, do Arial because I like Arial. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my classes, CLA, SLCS, and then we'll have F, which is the frequency, and then X. Okay, now the reason I have two columns here for the classes is I'm going to, instead of actually doing the math in my head, I'm going to have the Excel spreadsheet do it. So the first one is 42 to 45. So I'm going to put 42,
Priority 1
45,
message coming in on secured channel.
and then I'm going to put 46 to 49, and then of course 50 to 53. Oops, 53, and then 54 to 57, and I think the last one is 58 to 61. And then our frequency is going to be 29, 13, 6, 29, 13, 6, 4, and 1. Now there's our frequency. Now, we can't use the classes, so we're going to have to find the midpoint so we can calculate. So here's our midpoint. And how do you do that? Well, equals parentheses. I always put the numerator in parentheses. The lower class limit plus the upper class limit, and we're going to divide that by 2. And then all you have to do now is copy down, and there's your numbers there. So these are the two columns that we're going to use, and I will highlight those a little bit on the green side, so that way you'll know that those are the two important columns. And there they are. And then I'll go ahead and make those bold and underline them. Now, how did you get those? Again, that's your midpoint. That is the midpoint of each of these classes. I guess you could say right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there. Now all you have to do is do a F times X column. F times X. And then equals F times X. And there's your F times X. Copy that down. And then we need a summation, which there is the summation right there. Highlight those rows. And we also need one here. So we'll know what n is. And our mean is equal to the summation of f times x. Equals the summation of f times x divided by the summation of f, and that comes out to be 46.59. Now, if you want to see if, I'll just do this in a bright green, there we go. If you want to see, we'll do the actual mean check. Then the difference between the two must be less than 5%. So the calculated mean is 46.7. The mean that we get is 46.6. So I can tell you right now it's going to be less than 5% because they're right beside each other. But we'll go ahead and check it. The 46.7 is the higher, so I'm going to go 46.7. Oops, I forgot my equal sign. Let me put my equal sign. And parentheses. Equals parentheses 46.7, and that's the given. I'll tell you what we need to do. Hold on just a second. Let me get out of this. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say pre-calculated mean equals, and then we're going to put that right here as 46.7. And then down here, we're going to say equals parentheses this guy minus this guy, close parentheses, and that's going to be new minus old. Okay, new minus old. Hold on just a second. Okay, parentheses, new minus old divided by old, and that is your, and you don't have to worry about the negative. There's a 2% decrease, or less than 2%. If you put your handy dandy parentheses or multiply it by 100 or use a percent symbol, there's your percent, 0%. So the two means are similar. And I hope this helps. At least I hope it helps with this problem. And then you can fix, most of your classes are not going to go above 7 or 8. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would fix a spreadsheet and have 3 separate problems. I would have one that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 classes. And that way all you have to do is go in here and let's change these to, okay, the first one is 30 to 35. The second one is 36 to 40, and so on. 36 to 40. Yeah. Oh well, it'd be. I'm thinking out loud. It'd be 31. 31 to 35. 36 to 40. 41 to 45, and then 46 to 50, and so on. And then you could just, all you got to do is, and this would be 51 to 55, and you see, and you could change these, 32, 12, 5, 3, and 2. And you see that you have a difference. But of course this is going to change also. You could say that the regular mean or the calculated mean, data driven mean is 36. And you see that there's a 2% difference. 2% is still not enough for you to worry about. 5% or below is what you need to worry about. Okay. Well, I hope this helped with this problem.